Hello folks, my name is David Edgar, I'm the host of Heart and Hand, the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you tonight here from Ibrox Stadium on a Sunday night, an 8 o'clock Sunday night kick-off. Hopefully not one we'll see again. Maybe you really liked it, it wasn't one that rung my bell. And the performance was average. I think a straightforward victory for Rangers tonight. The manager in his press conference said it wasn't a top performance, and he was right there. Equally, I never thought Rangers were going to drop points tonight. I don't think St Johnstone are a particularly good side. That's why they've got a new manager starting once he gets his work permit in. But Rangers made two changes from the other night. Tom Lawrence dropped out after picking up a knock the other night. Rami went into the middle and Ross McCausland came in for him, and Connor Barron dropped to the bench with Nico Raskin recalled. And Rangers dominated possession. The manager himself said that we weren't decisive with the ball in attacks, and I think that was right. There was a lot of huffing and puffing around the St Johnstone goal. Dessers should have scored early on with a header, but he put it over the bar. But Rangers did take the lead, and it was Vaclav Cerny who would put a really, really disappointing night for him personally behind him on Thursday after, of course, missing that great chance by getting both the goals, and they were both excellent. The first one was brilliant. He nutmegs a St Johnstone defender on the edge of the box and then curls on into the far corner. Really calm, composed finish from him, and he looked a lot brighter. He was the guy that got the second and decisive goal in the second half. Yanis Hadji, who had returned to a great deal of support from the Rangers fans, loads and loads of cheers for Yanis Hadji tonight, right from the start when his name was read out. He played a lovely through ball with pace, just a wee reminder of the good side of his game. And there he was, Cerny. What I liked about this goal is I think he's been a bit one-dimensional, but here he twisted and turned and went on the outside, a different side to his game, and then a nice finish, took it early and got it back across the goalkeeper. St Johnstone they had one sort of decent chance where they broke in, but Jack Butland made a good stop. But apart from that, Rangers were in control without ever looking like we were going to score a barrel load, and made the game a bit more difficult for us than it had to be. Yanis Hadji getting sent off for a tackle where he kind of comes down and it's clumsy. I don't think he set it to do or anything. In fact, he quite clearly hasn't. But he's clumsy and his studs go down on the boy's ankle. It's a red card, no complaints whatsoever. The ref, I thought, was bloody appalling tonight. Just one of these typically Scottish, officious, whistle-happy guys that blow randomly for fouls and just break up the flow of the game. And it was, just so frustrating. Equally though, stonewall red card, no complaints from me. It's really disappointing for Hadji because he just got back in and then he's going to miss a couple of games after the suspension. I've never been a fan of when he goes into tackle. The manager said it was an attacker's challenge and he wasn't wrong there. It is another victory, it's another clean sheet. We go into the international break. I think, at least in a good run of clean sheets. Attacking wise, we're lacking things. Dessers continues to frustrate, and I think that we are down to the bare bones in terms of wingers with no Cortez, no Matondo. In January we desperately need to add in the striking area, and we desperately need to add wingers, because I think that is the thing that is stopping us turning these games from 2 into 4 and 5. These are the areas that we've got to get better in. I know we've got injuries, as I say, the guys I just mentioned, Danilo obviously, although the manager said he'll be back in training soon, which is good. But I think we need more options up there, different types of player. The one thing about this Rangers team is I think it lacks pace on the attack. There were plenty of good opportunities tonight to counter St Johnstone when we went 2-0, and we just didn't have the pace to get in behind them. So that's something I'd like to see addressed. But it's another victory. As I say, hopefully I won't be reporting to you too many times on a Sunday night at 8 o'clock. But 3 points and aim. Anyway, enjoy the international break. I'll be back in a couple of weeks when Rangers take on Kilmarnock at Rugby Park. Thanks very much for listening to me. Bye-bye.